It's the NFL on EA Sports, as we see a couple of teams who were both started in Boston. It's the New England Patriots and the Washington Commanders, and it's all up next.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here, Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other. From the moment they're tabbed, the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, his second year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
They've got a man in motion. Right to the air with May. Cut by Diggs. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Patriots will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
May on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds his back complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The rookie from Michigan there that time.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Daniels from the pistol. He's got Brown on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, Daniels. Fits it through the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they get this down to the 28. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's first and 10 at the 28. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. An option give to Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
They'll come up first and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. He stopped on the return at the 27. New England taking the field. Its second series of the game coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. To the air on 1st down, May. He'll get this to Henry. And he crosses his sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The give here on 2nd. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
May now to throw on 3rd. He's got time here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders will go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start the drive with Eckler. Escapes a defender. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
From the 40 on 2nd down. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Daniels back to throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. Here's Robinson. Is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a New England 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to the well again. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They give it to him again. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Daniels on first down. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On second down, Robinson. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now, Daniels. Dumps it off to his running back. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Man in motion, out of the slot. Play fake here, Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Washington. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots offense all set to go. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
First down throw for May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
May trying again here on second. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Operating from the gun, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To the air yet again, May. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Beringer, the one to send it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Outright, McCaffrey makes the grab. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Daniels from the pistol. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To throw, Daniels. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Short pass brought in. He's got a gain of 6 there. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, Daniels to the air. This is McCaffrey, left side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Running in the red zone. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And our first half ends with 3 points. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels heading out for their next look on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, tackled by Keon White there.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 now. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Daniels back to throw. He's on the move. He takes it himself. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Another carry for Robinson. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Patriots running their offense out there. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. They've got first down from the 31. Now we're on the counter. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Going play action, May. Finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, they'll run. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing is May. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. May now. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And he's going to make it in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots start the 2nd half with some needed points. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. It's taken in by Eckler. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
He gets 6 on that play, and the Commanders will have a 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Well, the old SMU Pony Express, that was not, Kate. That was a pitch anticipated by this defense, who had personnel in place to stay well ahead and greet him rather quickly.
Robinson on the inside give. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Staying with Robinson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Commanders have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, here's Eckler. And he'll only find 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Robinson up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders keep running away with this. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. May on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to Bourne. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's May. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. May now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down. To the air yet again, May. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To the air on 1st down, May. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Henry on the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Going ground game again here. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. Well, a disappointing game elsewhere on this roster hasn't dampened his performance, partner. He's got a pair of touchdowns now to put up against that deficit.
You know what I call this, Kate? I call this professionalism, right?
Yeah.
It's used too much. Oh, what a pro. You got to be a pro. You got to play like a pro. No. It's a picture of it. No matter what the circumstances are, you don't stop.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On the give, here's Robinson. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's taken down on a short run that gets inside the 35. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Now Daniels off the play action. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 4. And the Commanders will have a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders can rest easy with a 3-score lead. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
This is Robinson, and he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Handoff now to Robinson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.